Gammon, and these are some of my motley musings. Today I want to talk about some points arising from Robert Jenrick's interview with Trevor Phillips, in which he was asked about a donation of £75,000 he had received from a company called the Spot Fitness Limited. Now, since that interview, more has emerged about the company and who made the donation, and donations they have made to other politicians, both Conservative and Labour. Today, the first thing I want to talk about is how some bloggers have reported the interview and the donation. In my view, some of them might have misled their viewers and may have made unsubstantiated detrimental comments about the company. These weren't allegations because they were heavily caveated with phrases like "in my opinion" and "allegedly." These commentators focused on three things: the fact that the company has no employees, that the company is based offshore, and that the suggestion is that the company had made a £300,000 loss. So where did the £75,000 donation come from? There was speculation that the money had come from illegal activities, as I say, expressed as an opinion, not an allegation. So let's unpack these aspects. Firstly, many small companies have no employees. They buy in services from freelancers and service companies as and when they need them. There's nothing dodgy about that. And it should be pointed out that the company's accounts are up to date and were prepared by a London firm of chartered accountants. Secondly, the company is registered in England and Wales, and its registered office is in London. The company's directors are British. The suggestion that the company was based offshore is therefore incorrect. Thirdly, the most recent accounts filed with Companies House show a floating charge for about £300,000 to a company whose registered office is in the British Virgin Islands. Now, that's not a loss, but a liability, which is correctly shown on the balance sheet. Some people, however, misinterpreted the liability as a loss. I should point out that Trevor Phillips did not make that mistake. So what's my point? It is this: check the facts before publishing. You have a responsibility not to mislead your viewers, even inadvertently. I've checked the facts, and, in my view, the real story is not the donation, but what inquiries did Jenrick make about the donor and the source of the funds before he accepted the money. There's been a suggestion that the source of the donation was the offshore loan. However, I've not seen any evidence to substantiate that, so again, that's speculation. Robert Jenrick properly declared the donation, which is why he was able to say that he complied with the rules. But he must have known that as a candidate to become leader of the Conservative Party, he will be quizzed about this large donation, given the allegations of sleaze against Labour ministers and politicians. Yet, he appeared unprepared, and his answers, while correct, were not the most convincing. That created an impression that he was being a little bit evasive. Now, inevitably, the Labour Party has jumped on this and have reported the donation to the Electoral Commission. None of this would have happened if Mr. Jenrick had shown that he had done his due diligence on the donation. That, and the apparent lack of preparation for the interview with Trevor Phillips, shows a lack of judgment in my view. Now, my third point is that effective opposition to the Labour government must come from people who are free from the taint of sleaze, whether real or perceived. What's required is a Martin Bell character. Which, if any, of the Tory party leadership contenders fits that bill? Even if one does, will they be elected as leader? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.